afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for February 1st, 2020, Saturday, 3 p.m. How do we, each of us, formulate for ourselves to becoming unstoppable? Interesting quote from Hoffet. Spill the oil, set this dry, boring place on fire. If you've ever made wanton love with God, then you have ignited the brilliant light inside that every one needs. Imagine for a moment if you had a formula that gave you the clarity, consciousness, and awareness without doubt that you could literally, at will, create anything, manifest anything. And you are connected. So we understand that we're connected. Each of us are connected to the universe. Very finitely. Not debatable. We are all connected. So, right now, if you had the ability to tap into the infinite possibilities that make up this amazing universe, and actually make them into a living reality. There's one thing about we have these ideas that we bring into the forefront for ourselves, and consciously, hopefully, we embrace them and turn them into reality. But a lot of the times we don't do that. They kind of stall. And we've talked about the fact that whatever you can imagine, it can literally happen. And you can bring into reality, you can manifest anything you desire when you remain open. See, here's the big one, is being open. For people, many of us, I don't think know what that is. Excuse me. It's when you remain open. It's not just being open, but it's staying open, willing to see the infinite possibilities. See, a lot of the times our ego mind has a tendency to curtail that for us, and it sends us the thoughts, and we embrace those thoughts. Now, this openness is your ticket to finding the feeling of being unstoppable in your life. And when you explore this daily, you'll find yourself living a life of unimaginable success, laughter, and love. Now, the differences between the people that tap into their unlimited potentiality and those that remain stuck are their energy, motivation, and attitude. Many people give up on creating realities, manifesting their dream, after they encounter a large difficulty or set of obstacles. They just kind of throw in the towel and say, this doesn't work. I'm not, it just doesn't work. And we get frustrated. We just kind of throw the towel in and walk away. But the differences between the people that tap into their unlimited potentiality and those that remain stuck are their energy, motivation, and attitude. And this is what I just said as far as giving up. We've had, you get some obstacles and challenges and everything. Things for some reason you say, well, nothing's working for me. And we allow ourselves to be stopped and forget the essential truth of the universe, that everything consists of energy, consciousness, and unlimited possibilities. So many of us we let ourselves be stopped, and we forget the essential truth of the universe, that everything consists of energy, everything, consciousness, and unlimited possibilities. So whenever you fall prey, or any of us fall prey, to the burdens of overwhelm, failure, and the magic little words that we use for ourselves, I can't do it. I can't do it. Simply remember this one essential truth. You will adopt a new attitude instantly knowing that you are connected with that which is unstoppable. And at the very core of your being is this truth. You, the very core of your being, is unstoppable. You already are that which you desire. And that's as difficult for some of us to comprehend and bring it into heart, that we are already a powerful creator, manifester who is truly unstoppable. And if you don't feel this yet, because some don't, keep absorbing and learning and understanding about who and what you are. And eventually, you will know how to tap into this amazing energy, because you will be the energy. So a lot of us just think that, well, we're limited. We just don't, in the Matrix, right? You're in 5D and you're looking now at the 3D and you're watching it, okay? It doesn't mean that you have, been able to move out of the dogma that you've been convinced yourself of, that you are stoppable instead of unstoppable. And we really have to reprogram our mind to feel unstoppable and to be unstoppable. And in doing it from the heart mind, you proclaim each day that you are unstoppable. You tell yourself that you can literally create, manifest whatever you set your mind to achieving. And remember, what you hold your focus on is what grows stronger in your life. So if you focus on feeling unstoppable, this is what will show up more frequently through your day. So if you said out loud the affirmation, I am unstoppable, at least 5 times each morning when you first look in the mirror, and say it with emotional feeling. In other words, say it through the heart mind, not through the ego mind. If you say it through the ego mind, you can tell the difference. You really can. But if you say it through the ego mind, it's just going to go, it's like it'll just be like a pop balloon. And if you allow it to spread throughout your body, so in other words, cascade out from the heart mind. And another is to see all your challenges as opportunities. All your challenges as opportunities. Now, this is another one that we have difficulty with. This is an opportunity for me? Boy, someone got that wrong. But it is through the heart mind that we view everything as opportunities. Whenever you meet a difficulty or roadblock, you have a choice. We all do. Now, we can see it as doom and gloom, failure, disappointment, or we can look at it as an opportunity for growth. We always have those choices. We always do. many of us are not conscious enough to differentiate. So where do we usually go when we have these challenges? Where are we usually drawn? Through the ego mind and causing and creating more things to come in. It's a cascading effect. And if we look at these obstacles or challenges or roadblocks, how can we evolve from this experience? So you have this experience. We all have them. We're not exempt. And we say to ourselves, we could say, oh, God, this is, I don't know how I'm going to handle this. What am I going to do? Geez, why does this happen? Or you literally can evolve from the experience. Look inside yourself and see what needs to shift so that every problem that comes your way becomes something that of an opportunity for growth and learning. You can make solving problems an exploration of that fun, adventurous child in you. Yes, and we all have the child in us. Where we get together with some friends, do some brainstorming on problem solving. You'll be amazed at how much you grow. And when you are feeling blocked, remember that there is always a solution waiting to be discovered. Always a solution waiting to be discovered. Oftentimes it comes unstuck when you allow others to help you. And I'm not talking about external authority. I'm talking about interactiveness. Now, there will come a time where you will not really need others to guide you. But it is always, as you transform, is to plug into like-minded people that are not embracing the ego mind, that are operating genuinely through the heart mind, and you will know these people, okay? Not the kind of people that are envious or that are resentful toward you from the standpoint of how you are. You understand? Because they start experiencing love under pressure because they see, whenever we look at others or interact with others, we're literally seeing parts of ourselves. We really are. And yeah, you have different personalities and character traits and everything, but the core is that we watch parts of ourselves. Sometimes we get irritated at others because some of the parts we see that are in others that are in us disturb us or upset us. So we become frustrated or we become angry. And sometimes confrontational to these other people. And sometimes they don't even know what the heck going on. See, it's all about conscious awareness. And always ask the universe for help or assistance if you need it. You got to remember that the universe is alive. All right, now not alive like we do, where we have blood and skin and everything. The universe is alive. It's a highly conscious field of energy and intelligence. Understand that. It wants you, all of us, to become unstoppable and manifest all of our greatest dreams and desires. It says, what do you mean it wants us? We go back to perfection. All right? Now, the God within us is perfect, pure perfection. The universe is pure perfection, no matter how it's viewed from the outside. It is just waiting for you to ask for guidance. Once you send out a strong request to the universe, and I don't mean a flimsy one, I don't mean halfway, I don't mean ego mind, I mean right through the heart mind, genuinely, you send a strong request to the universe, your request will be answered. And the universe will assist you in overcoming any obstacle that you might encounter. And some of the easiest ways to send out a request to the universe are, for some people, this works because it's how they like to communicate. Others prefer different ways. Writing a letter to the universe describing in detail what you need and thanking the universe for providing it at the end of the letter. Right? This is for you, for self-edification and communication that you can actually see and transmit, so it's more so like the picture puzzle in your heart mind. Going into a meditative state and asking the universe for help or assistance. Affirming daily that the universe is supporting you. And two good affirmations to repeat are, right? I am completely supported by the universe, and the universe is providing the answers I seek. I am completely supported by the universe, and the universe is providing the answers I seek. Tap into what you are passionate about. Tap into what you are passionate about. I am completely supported by the universe, and the universe is providing the answers I seek. Okay? That's two affirmations. Tap into what you're passionate about. Do you know what you're passionate about? The more passionate you are, the faster you're manifesting, you're creating, your dreams tend to manifest. When you are excited about something, and you naturally raise your manifesting vibration, your creative power, and everything comes easier and faster for you. So when you feel blocked, as we all do at times, just focus on why you really, really, really want this to happen. Figure it out for yourself. You know, don't jump the gun. Try not to jump the gun, but really focus on it. Just say to yourself, why do I really, really want this to happen? Why do I? A lot of us don't really think about that. Maybe superficially. Focus on how the world will be a better place because you have created this or manifested this. And the energy of passion can literally burn through the obstacles and give you always around the blocks you have encountered. Passion is a powerful energy, and it can literally affect new opportunities and solutions to you. Now, take only inspired actions. When you put forth energy into the universe, it reverberates back to you 1,000 times minimum stronger. So remember that. When you put forth energy into the universe, now if it's bad, negative, low frequency energy, the universe will reverberate back to you at least 1,000 times stronger. This is why people experience so much upheaval in their lives, because they aren't really conscious that they're communicating with the universe, but we all are 24/7. So this is when they literally, like a boomerang, what they throw out there is going to come back and hit them right smack between the eyes. And we all, at one time or another, have had that occur with us. So if you put forth energy through the heart-mind into the universe, of which you are part of, it will reverberate back to you 1,000 times stronger or more. So the energy you send out must in some way be answered by the universe. So if you send out inspired energy in the form of action, inspired results will soon come your way. To get into inspired action, ask yourself, what do I really feel about doing right now? What do I really feel like doing right now? What do I really like, really feel like doing right now? And then go and do whatever moves your soul, whatever moves your God. And as you continue to practice this, you will discover that you will naturally find solutions to whatever challenges you have, and will soon manifest or create into reality whatever it is that you desire. Happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it will elude you. But if you turn your attention to other things, It will come and sit softly on your shoulder. Nathaniel Hawthorne. You can dramatically shift your mental state whenever you decide to do so. Period. And a lot of us understand this. An open heart is an open mind. A closed heart is a closed mind. So, unstoppable is what we really are. We really are unstoppable. And the only way that we are stopped is by our own effort. It is by our own directive. It isn't by anyone else's. So if you find yourself being stopped for some reason where you're like dead in the water and you feel frozen and you're kind of panicking, looking around going, what the heck am I going to do? And you see when that panic sets in, it's really hard to focus and get yourself balanced because it becomes overwhelming and it floods us with just really a lot of negative influenced thoughts that we embrace and bring more into reality. And we don't care to do that, but a lot of us subconsciously are doing it to ourselves because we become panicked and we don't embrace the God that we are, and we don't realize that, okay, fine. So I've got this happening, so how am I going to maneuver this? How am I going to work with this in a loving and an active way, but not haphazard way, okay? So, and then we look at it as an opportunity. Now, I know that's tough at times when you're faced with something that seems overwhelming, where, you know, all of a sudden you look at it and say, well, this is an opportunity for me to experience. And so therefore I'm looking at it from the aspect of being a positive thing rather than a negative thing. This switches your thinking. It switches your emotional base. And it also creates, it literally, the universe brings in a solution. It just comes in. If we don't fight things and we don't become abrasive towards ourselves and whatever it is that has come in, that when, I guarantee you, we create it. No one else does, okay? So if you speak out to the universe and it happens to be negative energy, low frequency, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. It's like when you say to the universe, I don't want this, I don't want that, universe come back and it's going to give it to you. So you say, I don't care to have that. I really don't care to have that or to pick that up, or I don't care to interact with that. Okay? It's a big difference on the frequencies that we emit through our mouths or even through our thoughts. Those frequencies have a lot to do with what we manifest and what we create into reality. Okay? If you see something and you ask yourself, why am I drawn to this and why would I like this? Why would I like this to come to me? Why would I like to have this? And then you find out why you would. What is it? What's the core? What is the core draw for you on what it is you really, really, really want or desire? And then when you start to ask yourself, sometimes you start to say, now that's kind of crazy. See? What, and then the wanting and desire dissipates and you shift off into another subject. Okay? We are constantly seeking approval of ourselves. We are constantly seeking approval of ourselves. And this plays an important role in interacting on several different levels of how we navigate ourselves and how we perfect or how we experience things. And we can experience them as fun and enjoyable, or you can look at this and say, well, this is an interesting challenge. Let's see how we'll be able to reformulate it into something that's beneficial. So this meditation is simply put, unstoppable. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure that all of us are. And the first thing that we want to do is we want to relax our bodies. It's really important to relax our bodies. Most of us never really relax our bodies. We think we do. Depending on how we view things, say, and what our perspective is, that we think we're relaxing. But we really aren't. And we know it in our core. It's kind of superficial. So, how do you really relax your body? How do you do that? You move into silence. You move into gentleness, kindness, all to yourself, with yourself. And you can talk to your body and say, "Body, why don't we relax? I'm going to help you relax." And that's the whole point here, is to help the body relax. So what is it you look at that you're stressful about? What are the things, and this is all total direct honesty with yourself. What is the stress? Check your shoulders. See if they are crunched up. Because a lot of us crunch our shoulders, and we don't even know it during the course of the day. We may feel footloose, fancy-free, but our shoulders are all crunched. And then we see how, and then you'll be amazed that you'll go, "Holy cow, I didn't realize I was that, tight. That my shoulders were that constricted." And that's a dead giveaway. The shoulders, dead giveaway for all of us. That's what happens. And we don't know it. Even when we look in the mirror, we look, and then you just you let it go. You let the shoulders drop, and you let the body just go into relaxation, which means it has no issues, no disturbing, abrasive thoughts rolling in that you're embracing, creating into realities. And so the body just kind of eases back. Everything kind of just flows off. It is the depiction, used it before, when you're in the hammock. It's a nice, beautiful summer day, and you're in that hammock. You can kind of hear, it's like things are far away, even though they're close, and you can barely hear some kids playing. You might hear a dog barking. You might hear the rustle of the leaves, but your eyes are closed, and there's a space that you move into, and the space is within you, and it is total silence. Total silence. And you just float away. And I think we've all, at one time or another, in different situations, been in that space where we just aren't thinking of anything. We're like the quiet in between heartbeats, but it's long, say. So relax your body. And then what we want to do is move into the now. And the now is all we have ever had, all we will ever have. And the now has the past, the present, and the future. And all of our past things, do we really care? It's our choice. Do we really care to go into our past, open up all the bags, or take the bags, roll them into the future, so that we create our future based upon our past experiences? In other words, all of the things that we experience, some aren't too good in certain ways, that we bring in to create our futures. And then we start the merry-go-round where we relive the same experiences that we have already lived. And wandering off into the future is kind of a miss, because we're creating our future in the now. So when you inquire, well, what's ahead for me? What's my future going to be? only one that's going to know that is you by staying in the now and creating it in the now. So everything is the now. And when you move into the now, you still the mind. Doesn't it make sense that your ego mind, the chatter, dissipates? The subconscious mind withdraws? Because you're only in the now, so you don't have the future coming at you and the past banging you at the same time. You're just in the now. And as we relax the body and are in the now, we want to breathe. We want to breath in through our noses and breath out through our mouths. Breathing is very important for all of us in these bodies. Most of us, like I've said, shallow breathe, and we take our breathing so much for granted that we don't realize that we are not really breathing much. It's shallow breathing is like you're barely breathing and you don't know it. And then you wonder why that a lot of us have respiratory issues, and we have, and it's not just the chemicals in the air. So it is lack of oxygenation of your body. And the more oxygen you take in naturally through your inhaling, the more it is going to oxygenate the body. So breathing in, holding it for 3 seconds. And the frequencies of 3 seconds is, I am light, I am love, I am. I am light, I am love, I am. Or I am light, I am love. And that vibrational frequency and holding the breath for those 3 seconds focuses us on the now, because the breath is in the now. It can't be in the past or the future. It is in the now. And so it pulls us, it focuses us just on the now. That's where we want to be, in the now. And you'll notice that when you're in the now, everything that you're shooting ahead with thoughts fades out. Everything that you're visiting in the past fades out, because you're just focused on the now. And this is where you're clear and conscious, and your confidence without ego is straightforward, and you begin to create, and you begin to manifest, and you begin to realize that you are literally unstoppable. So we want to do this about 6 times while I'm talking, and the first thing is, as we breath in, we're breathing in divine positive energy. Divine positive energy is the pure source of divinity and perfection. It is source creation. It is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. It is collective consciousness of this planet Gaia Earth. It is collective consciousness of the entire universes. And it communicates through the God that we are, and then through the heart mind. It does not communicate through the ego mind. And so the heart mind is the receiver, the organizer, in the emotion. So as it comes in through the heart mind, it's the vibrational frequency that we feel. We communicate with Source. And it basically just communicates to us that the only stopping that ever occurs with us is through ourselves. That we were made unstoppable. That nothing, and I mean nothing, cannot not be. If we intend it, or when we intend it through our heart mind, without the ego mind interplaying, you will create it into a reality. That's it. You will create it into reality. Do you really start to understand that you are unstoppable? You'll imagine what the things that you will manifest or bring into, create into reality for yourself and others. It's unending. And it truly is part of who and what you are. You're unstoppable. You're divine perfection. You're the God. Now, as you breath out, obviously, we do have the other side where the ego mind continually communicates in its own way to you that that's all silly, that never works, never has worked with anybody. It's just silly. And that is the ego mind desperately trying to keep you under its control and to continually send you thoughts that will generate all kinds of unlikes, of dislikes, of things that you don't really care to have be created and manifested. But when you grab those thoughts and you bring them into reality, we do it. And a lot of us do it where we are not conscious of it. So when you become conscious through the heart mind, you will begin to understand just how truly powerful each and every one of you are. So, our command center is in the heart mind. We're the masters and commanders of our light ships. We also have many that are with us always. And we talk about our kingdom of God, which is their kingdom of God. It is literally their housing within them. You talk about the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels. This is a civilization that vibrates at a higher frequency than we currently do. This is why we don't see them like we see each other. They do appear sometimes in humanoid form, and if we're conscious enough and aware, we will usually identify the fact that we just had an interaction with one of them. Other times we just, the scent, we pick up the scent, it's a heavy perfume smell. And there's other times where we just sense that. We know it. It is a knowing within us, within the gods, within inside of us. They've been around since the beginning. They are all of high frequency, and they're all of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest gratitudes. They couldn't be in with us in this meditation if their frequencies were not high. And you have all of the ascended masters, and I'll just name a few of them: Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Saint Germain, Gaia, Sananda Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, and many, many, many more. And they master. We're always mastering. We're always learning. So they master. They have ascended out of body. They don't keep physical form. They don't feel that it's necessary to do so. And they literally assist us day to day in many different ways. Their frequency is very high, or they couldn't be right now with us. They're of the highest of deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the highest or deepest gratitudes. This is tremendously powerful. Is to really connect with the understanding of the one, which you are part of the one. And what is the one? The one is all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. We're part of the one. And so we all come together, arm in arm, hand in hand. We form our circle of light, our halo around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia. When we do this, we engage a perfect gossamered field of protection. And it encircles and encases this planet above, below, in, and on. It's the same with us. What creates this? The highest frequency of deepest eternal love. And what happens is that we are reminded by those who carry the flames, such as Archangel Raphael carries the emerald green flaming healing light. Archangel Michael, the violet, blue, purple flaming light. The white fire, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the golden white pink light of source creation, of which created prime source creator God, of which created Mother, Father God, the feminine and the masculine. So our frequencies are very high. We have the healing power. We have the power and the strength and the resolve. We have the transmuting power and the purple transmuting flame. We have the cleansing and purifying power of the violet ray. We have and carry within us the highest of deepest eternal loves and the highest of deepest gratitudes. Golden white, pink, flaming light. So we have all of these frequencies housed within us, and we are beginning to have it come outside of us and expand out. See, the only way that we are disturbed is by our own hand, where we literally lower our frequencies into the goopiness of negativity and cynicism and all kinds of anxieties, and we throw open the doors and invite them all in. Now, once you're cognizant and conscious of this, that happens less and less and less, and eventually it doesn't happen ever again. So we decide to step out of the body. So we step out of the body and we float above the body. Right where the vortex of creation, source creation energy flows through us. So we're just floating there. And we say, let's contact the rest of our brothers and sisters. Let's contact the other creations of source, the other parts of the one. And all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation in this now. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy. And remember the word peace, and don't misinterpret it. When we talk about peace, we talk about the space between heartbeats. And understand that that is a frequency, and it is not about inactivity. Tranquility and benevolence. And they come in the Gugaplexes. One Gugaplex will fill this universe. They come in the billions of Gugaplexes from every angle. And arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs, they join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are all one. We are all love, and our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Ugarta, and beneath earth in many, many, many civilizations. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest or deepest gratitudes could join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They're full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. we are all love, and our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the galactics, just to name a few of them: the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, and many, many, many more. And only those who are of the highest and deepest eternal love, from the highest and deepest eternal love, the highest and deepest gratitudes, can join us in this meditation, this now, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, stillness of mind, benevolence, and tranquility. They have been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. And they come in billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They're gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are all one. And we are all love, and our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we have inhabited. Only those who maintain the highest of high frequencies of the highest, deepest eternal love, from the highest, deepest eternal love, and the highest and deepest gratitudes can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, benevolence, and tranquility. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this circle of light, in this now. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are all one, and we are all love, and our God-light frequency is everywhere. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. Only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love, from the highest, deepest eternal love, and the highest and deepest gratitudes can join us in this now, in this circle of light, this meditation. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, peace, joy, bliss, benevolence, tranquility. And they come. And just to name a few of them: the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur. And they come in the trillions, shapes, sizes, forms, colors, configurations of which we have never seen before. And they join us, arm in arm, hand in hand, in this meditation, dimension, in this circle of light, in this now, their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. Ever, beyond, and forever. It saturates the very fabric of creation. It floods all that there is. It lifts all frequencies into the highest of highs of deep eternal love and the deepest of gratitudes. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We created this sphere almost 2 years ago. This sphere holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. They never dissipate. They never wane. They are in full force of the highest, of the deepest eternal love. The highest of the deepest of gratitudes. And the highest of deepest of joy, of bliss, of tranquility, of benevolence. This frequency, this energy is unstoppable, and it is housed in each and every one of us. So we are unstoppable. This sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. You feel it as it floods you with the highest of high frequencies. Your physical body, inside and out, head to toe, your kingdom of God, all of you, literally floods us with gentleness, with kindness, with generosity, with healing, with abundance, with prosperity, with wealth, bliss, joy, and peace, the space between heartbeats. And vitality and vibration of the highest high. Energized, elevating all of us, everywhere. We look down upon this planet Earth, Gaia, we see all of our brothers and sisters, we see all the light, which is the highest value in the universe. That which was created and formed by source creation. And we flood them and saturate them so that they begin to understand that they too are unstoppable. That in them is housed the kingdom of God. That they can literally bring anything they choose into a reality. They can create the reality just through the thought that comes in through their heart mind. They can manifest anything they choose, and they cannot be stopped. None of us can. And the love that we are will continue to expand in super powerful vitality, vibrance, joy, kindness, confidence without ego, constantly picking us up higher and higher and higher. There are no limits And there is no cannot do that only comes from the ego mind. And feel the frequency and the vibration and see the picture through your heart mind. It's you, all of us are unstoppable. And I will join you in this meditation and return to close us out. this with you deep within you, within your God within, and begin to breathe it in. Begin to absorb it and understand it consciously, aware, clearly, through the heart-mind, that each and every one of us are unstoppable, and that we have the full force, power, and assistance of the entire universe. And that whatever we decide to take in through thought generation and embrace and create into a reality or manifest, we can. And there are no limitations for any of us. This is why operating through the heart mind and not the ego mind is the only way that we will engage this, and not temporarily, but always. So take it with you through the rest of the day, into the evening and night, until the following morning. And we will be back here Sunday, February 2nd, 2020, 3 p.m.